Hey guys, what is up? It is Mandy Brady here. Third time trying to film this video. I'm just nervous because I just want to do a really good job because this is a request from a viewer. Shout out to her, and I am so sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of your name, Atrum Slipso. Shout out to her. She's awesome. She commented on my videos and requested this, and I thought I'd help a girl out. Thank you so much for viewing my videos. So this is a thank you to you, and I think a lot of girls could really benefit from this video, so I thought, why not make it? So this is sort of like a women's empowering type of video, which I'm all about, and, you know, to let you guys know, like, it's okay to break up with your boyfriends, and, you know, I've done it before, and if I can do it, you can do it. I've had guys break up with me before, you know, I've had the whole shebang in my life, and I'm only 20, so, you know, there's gonna be a lot more shebang in the future. Hopefully. Not trying to flatter myself, but, you know, hopefully there'll be future specimens, you know, because I'll hopefully have a husband, maybe get married one day, who knows. But this is the when to break up with your boyfriend video, and I have a whole list for you guys of things, so this might be on a little bit on the longer side, but I hope you guys really enjoy this, and thank you again, Atrum Slipso, for giving me this idea. So the first thing is cheating. Girl, there is no excuse for cheating. Because, you know, he should be happy with you, and if he's not happy with you, then he should break up with you, not cheat on you. That's my personal opinion, and I think a lot of other people would agree. I mean, there's no excuse for your man to be cheating on you. If he's really that unhappy, he should be able to break up with you before doing stuff with another girl. I just don't really see that, and once he cheats once, you know, he's bound to cheat again, and, you know, sometimes some guys don't, but most guys that cheat once will cheat again, so just spare yourself the pain, girl. Just dump his ass. Second thing, physically or emotionally abusive. Now, physically abusive, there is absolutely no excuse for a man to lay a hand on any female, woman, animal, anything. I am all about preventing domestic violence. I actually know somebody who has been in a situation like that before, and it breaks my heart to think that, you know, some people would treat women like that, but if your man is physically harming you in any way at all, you need to leave him. And I know it's very scary, and you might be in a very hard circumstance, and, you know, you might think he loves you, but if he loves you, he wouldn't be able to lay a hand on you. He wouldn't be physically or emotionally capable. Well, he is physically capable. Let's be honest, men are strong, but emotionally he wouldn't be able to handle that. So if your man's putting pain on you, like, that's not okay. So, and then emotionally abusive, what do I mean by that? I mean that he is being demanding, overprotective of you, manipulating you, trying to control you in any way, shape, or form. If he's emotionally abusing you in any way, like making you feel bad in any way, you really should leave him, because it's not a safe relationship or environment. So any guy that's trying to control you in any way, yeah, no, you should say goodbye to that. If he tries to change who you are, this is a really, really big one. If he is trying to change your personality or how you act, and how you act around him is different than, like, how you act with your friends, and, like, when you're just being your normal self, like, he needs to love you for who you are. Because why did he even bother dating you if he doesn't love you for you, you know? So he shouldn't be trying to change you at all. He should love you for all of you, 100%, all the flaws, everything. So that's what I gotta say to that. He doesn't let you hang out with other guy friends. This is a really big one. Like, if a guy is getting jealous, like, every time you're hanging out with other guy friends, because I have guy friends that I'm friends with, and I love hanging out with them, And if, my man was getting jealous of that or not letting me do that, that would definitely affect me and I would be really upset about it. So yeah, if any guy is doing that, yeah, he's got trust issues. So yeah, there's that. Lack of trust, which is my next thing. Yeah, so there's lack of trust there if he seriously doesn't trust that you won't hook up with your other guy friends, like that you are faithful to him. So he should know that if he is dating you and trusts you, he should know that you're not going to cheat on him. So, yeah. He tries to control what you wear or how you look. Now, this is a very big problem for me because I want to dress the way I want to dress, and I'm going to do my hair and my makeup and look good the way I want to look good. And if a man is trying to control you and like how in your appearance, like why did he even start dating you? Like he must have liked you for some reason, or you caught his eye, and the first thing you usually see when you meet someone is their face or their body, or the way they look is usually how you first see someone, is the first impression that you get, and then they start talking to you and then you hear more. But like he shouldn't be in control of how you look or dress. Like it's all about, that's another part of like trying to change you that's like similar to that, because like the way you put yourself together is part of who you are and it's what makes up you. So why would he be trying to do that? So yeah, that's that. He leaves you alone on Valentine's Day. Now guys, unfortunately I have personal experience with this one. This is a reason why I broke up with a guy in the past. And yeah, any guy that's gonna leave you by yourself on Valentine's Day and you're supposedly dating him, yeah, no, that's not okay. That's not cool at all. And I've had personal experience with that, and you best believe that damn dumped. Yeah, no excuse for that. Lack of communication. This is another one I have personal experience with. If a guy is not effectively communicating with you in a good way and there's not good communication between the two of you, that's a very, very big problem. Because I was with a guy once and, there was lack of communication between us emotionally, and I just felt very thrown off and I lost a lot of my confidence because of that. And also I felt like I was always the one, putting in the time and like reaching out to him and like telling him like let's hang out. He wasn't really reciprocating, so that's not okay. So just lack of communication or just like not communicating effectively is a big problem. Lacking sexual compatibility. Now, what do I mean about this? Lacking sexual compatibility, like you guys want different things physically and you're not able to please each other. So you're not able to get something out of the other person and vice versa. Like, say for instance, like one partner really wants to have sex and the other person just doesn't at all. Like, you can either respect it and move on and like wait and like see if that person will change their mind, but if they really don't want to change their mind ever, then you might want to reconsider getting a different partner that is more sexually compatible, that can give you your sexual desires and needs that you want or need from a partner. And if your current partner is not giving you that, then yeah, I think that's definitely a reason to consider breaking up with this person. Sorry guys, I gotta drink some water. I know, my voice is still not at its full capacity yet because of my tonsil surgery and everything, but you guys, if you watch my previous videos, you know about that. But yeah, so that's just that, the lacking of sexual compatibility. Saying he wants to marry you or you're the one after a short period of time, especially if you were younger, or even if it is like a long period of time and like you're not ready for it, like it's sort of scary. I've had guys say they love me in like the first month of dating me, and I'm like, there is no way in hell that you actually love me with only being together with me for a month. Like, there's no way. So, just like that in general can sometimes scare away a woman. A woman, singular, can scare away a woman. So, yeah, you don't want, yeah, if he's saying it too soon, like, you might want to reconsider just because there might be something going on up there. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm always a strong believer, especially if you're on the younger side. Like, I'm only 20, so if a guy's telling me I'm the one or that he wants to marry me after, like, a couple months of dating me, I might, be a little skeptical at first. I mean, sometimes love is instant and, it can happen and things like that. Like, in the future, I'm definitely a strong believer. Like, if you're on the older side, like 30s, 40s, those types of years, then I would be a little bit less skeptical. But if you're on the younger side and he's already saying this stuff to you, I'd be reconsidering it. Maybe if he's older, I mean, he might think that, but, like, you might not be ready for that mentally, like, because if you're younger than he is, you might not be at that level yet, for relationship stuff. So, yeah, because marriage is a real big commitment. Like, you gotta make sure that he is the one. And if you don't feel that he's the one, and he's thinking you're the one, girl, you gotta end that shit real quick. Acting like an asshole to you, or when he's around his friends. Hold on one second, I'm gonna close the door. Dad, I'm filming, so don't come up. Okay, sorry about that. That was my dad. And I was just like, does he really need to be hearing all this? Probably not. Alright, so the next thing I got is acting like an asshole to you, like when it's just you two alone together, or when he's around his friends, like acting like a totally different person towards you. Yeah, that's a real big turnoff, and that's not okay. He shouldn't be acting like an asshole to you in any way, shape, or form unless you did something real bad, like real bad. Like, if you cheated on him, yeah, he has a right to be a little bit of an asshole to you, but even so, he shouldn't really be an asshole. I thought the door was opening, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, a guy doesn't have the right to be an asshole to you, and especially, like, in front of his friends, like, acting like a totally different person, like, that's a big sign that you probably shouldn't be with this guy. Forces you to participate in sexual acts that you are not comfortable with. Again, this sort of goes with the lack of sexual compatibility that I was telling you guys about before. But, if he's trying to make you do something you're not comfortable with or pressuring you in any way at all, you really shouldn't be in a relationship with someone that's going to be pressuring you, especially when it comes to physical things, because you need to do you. You need to do what you're comfortable with, what you're ready for, and what he's ready for. And you need to have, like, sort of that talk and understanding. There needs to be a mutual understanding between the two of you for that. So, yeah, that sort of goes under the lack of sexual compatibility category. Lying to you on multiple occasions. Whew! Girl, do I have experience with this one. Lying, oh my god. That's, like, number one on my list, besides, like, cheating and obviously physical abuse and stuff like that. But, like, lying, like, there is really no excuse for lying. I have a big honesty policy. Sorry, my hair is just being weird. Yeah, I have a big honesty policy, like, especially with guys I'm dating and my friends too. Like, lying should not be tolerated, and if you catch him lying multiple times about big things, even little things, like, why couldn't he just tell you the truth, Like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is, like, any guy that lies, like, why does he feel the need to lie? He should just tell you straight up how he feels and just be honest. Like, geez, people, honesty is not that hard of a policy, in my opinion, so if you guys disagree, come at me, but honestly, honesty is the best policy in any relationship, so there's no point in lying, and that's just gonna dig you a big hole, my friend, a big hole. So yeah, there's that. Okay, where am I? It's a real big list, guys. I know. Long distance getting too hard. So this is definitely one that I've seen actually with my other friends. Sometimes with long distance, it's hard, especially when you're younger, like my age or younger, even younger than my age, or, it can be hard. Distance can be really hard. And sometimes you can lose feelings because of the distance because you guys are away from each other for so long. And some people, they need to be with that person more often. You need to be in their presence and be able to be with them, and spend time and hang out with them in person. I know I'm definitely that type of person. I need to hang out with my guy, I want to hang out with him and not have to be, worrying about what he's doing. Some people, you can get paranoid, long distance. You don't know what he's doing out there. I mean, if he's a faithful partner, then all hail you, but he could be lying again. He could be lying about what he's doing. So, and I'm not a crazy psycho bitch girlfriend by any means, because I like to think that I trust people very, very well. I'm a very trusting person, and a lot of times that can get me hurt, but you know what? I'd rather be that than have a lot of trust issues. I mean, I do have trust issues, but you know what I mean. I'm not the super paranoid girlfriend or whatever. So, there's that. He makes you cry or upset a lot. There's really no excuse. If he's your boyfriend, he shouldn't be making you cry a lot, unless it's tears of joy. Tears of joy are always great, but if he's making you upset, crying, sad crying, or angry crying, that's not okay. A lot of fighting. A lot of fighting is usually just a bad sign that you guys really shouldn't be together, or you should be looking at your relationship over again, as a whole. I've seen friends of mine fighting with their boyfriends, literally screaming at them on the phone and stuff. And is he really do you really love this guy? You kind of have to contemplate and rethink, if you really love him, would you want to be fighting all the time and screaming at him? You have to reconsider these things and, work it out, see what happens. Losing chemistry or the original connection that you had with the person. This is definitely a big thing. This can happen with long distance relationships. This can happen, even with regular relationships. You can just lose the chemistry over time. Once you start dating them, if the person stops putting in effort, if you both stop putting in effort to the relationship, it can sort of just die down, and it's not a fun relationship to be in anymore, and you kind of get sick of each other. So that's definitely a valid reason to break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever this is for. Living in different places / wanting different futures. So this is more for long-term relationships, really serious relationships. If you guys are planning to live together and stuff, but you want to live in totally separate places, one person wants to be in Nevada or something, and then the other person wants to be in California, living it up and whatever, those are two totally different places and totally different atmospheres. So that might not work out if you guys aren't, sort of compatible with what you see yourself, where you see yourself being in the future and what you see yourself doing. I mean, I'm not telling you guys that you have to have the same job and same everything, but if you guys are on total different hemispheres about where you want to go in life, it could potentially be a problem in the future. Whether or not you want kids, again, this is for a more serious relationship, maybe even marriage, this is definitely a big thing. If you guys disagree, one of you wants kids, the other one doesn't, that could be a problem in the future, so you guys might not be the most compatible couple. And if this is if you really, really want kids and everything, but some people, they're all right, whatever. It just depends on who you are. If your boyfriend or significant other is choosing to hang out with friends more than seeing you, they would rather spend more time with their friends than with you, that's kind of an issue, kind of a problem. Not to say, like, you should be spending all your time with your significant other and he can never see his friends. That's not at all what I'm saying, but, like, if he is literally choosing to see his friends every single time before seeing you, like, that's kind of questionable, so I would question that. Doesn't respect your intellectual abilities or your intelligence. That's just ignorant, like, ignorance times 10. Like, your man, if anything, should love the fact that you're smart and, you know, rub it into his, like, buddies, be like, hey, I got a hot girl and she's really smart, you know, like, that's something that he should be proud of and praising you for. And if he is underestimating your intellectual abilities, that's just really fucked up. So, yeah. Yep, you dumping his ass. Alright. Next, if he insults you or makes you feel bad about yourself, oh my god, girl, hell no. Like, if he's trying to bring you down, he should be bringing you up, if anything, with confidence and ego and stuff like that. Like, if anything, he should definitely be bringing you up. Like, that's kind of his job. I mean, not really his job, but, you know, you can boost yourself, obviously. I'm all about independence and being able to be happy on your own, but, like, girl, he should be doing the exact opposite. Like, he should never be bringing you down, making you feel bad or doubt yourself, you know, never. So, you're dumping him then. Guilt tripping. This has definitely happened to me before, and there really is no excuse to guilt trip somebody into something. Like, I just think it's such a sneaky move, like, you know, make you feel bad for doing something or saying something, like, guilt tripping you into something. Like, no. That's sneaky and conniving and not okay, so no. He relies on you too much, and he always goes to you and no one else, like you're literally his life or his second mother. Like, you know, if you are, like, you know, he relies on you too much in the sense that he's always going to you for everything. Like, yes, he should be going to you and you should be there for him, but if he literally doesn't have anybody else to talk to or, like, go to for advice besides his parents and you, he doesn't have any friends or anything to, like, go to, that's kind of a problem. You want your guy to have friends. You want him to have other people to reach out to. And if your guy doesn't have friends, you might want to be reconsidering who he is as a person. Like, why doesn't he have friends? You know what I'm saying? There's always reasons for everything, so you sort of have to, like, think about this. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. He makes you unhappy more than happy. I've had this happen to me, unfortunately. If he's just making you unhappy and not happy, then you really need to dump him because he's just bringing you down. Different views on finances, religion, or politics. Yeah, this can definitely get in the way depending on how strong you believe in your views and, like, how different your views are. This can definitely get in the way of the relationship. Like, you guys could start arguments and fights over this stuff, and, you know, it could definitely affect your relationship, and the differences in your personalities and what you believe in can definitely get in the way of something like that. And then it says, if he picks alcohol, drugs, substances before you of any kind, like, your man shouldn't be turning to substances before you. Like, if he's having a hard time, like, he needs to be able to reach out to you and go to you for advice or anything, you know? Like, he shouldn't be reaching out to those substances. And I understand there are alcoholics, there are drug addicts in the world, and, you know, I feel terribly for them. And I know it's very hard to, like, quit. Like, if they're trying to quit and everything, then you need to be there for them and support them. But if they, like, refuse to quit and they're just turning to these substances always before you, like, that's a questionable characteristic. A fluctuating relationship with multiple breakups, sort of back and forth. I've seen this happen a lot with my friends. They'll like break up with their boyfriend and then they'll get back with them and that whole thing. Yeah, I don't play those charades. If I break up with you, third time's a charm in my opinion. Any more times than three, it's like, girl, no. Even less than three. Like, giving a guy a second chance should be a big deal. Like, especially a guy that you have already dated in the previous. I'm not about that back and forth life. If you guys are having a fluctuating relationship where you're breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, it's like, girl, you just going all over the place. Like, maybe you should really reconsider who you're with and try to look for somebody else because this guy clearly is not working. Something is not working. So yeah, bad hygiene or refusing to shower, brush teeth, wear deodorant, any of those things, just bad hygiene in general, that's a huge turnoff. No, 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 no. Sorry, I was trying to burp that time. If I sounded weird, I'm sorry. The next thing, a one-sided relationship, so you're putting in too much energy and it starts to become a distraction for you from like what you're trying to focus on. Like, say for instance, you're a student and you're focusing on school, that needs to be your main priority. But if he's becoming a big influence, like too big of an influence, like he's distracting you from what you really want or the success you want, that can be a problem. Definitely become a distraction. Yeah. So if he's becoming a distraction and it's one-sided, like one person is putting in too much of the energy, again, that's just a no-go. Like, both people should be putting in the same amount of energy to any relationship that is planning on being successful. He's irresponsible with his money. Just in general, he's like throwing his money out the window. Like, he's not trying to save anything or, whatever. Like, he's just spending it on ridiculous crap. That's no-go. If he's mooching off of you and your money that you have or your success, that's a really unattractive quality about a guy. At least I think so. And definitely a reason to break up with him, because he shouldn't be, like, mooching off of you. Like, that's not okay. Like, okay, you can, like, buy him dinner and buy him presents and things like that. I'm all for that. But, like, if he's asking you to literally buy him everything, no go. He doesn't make you a better person and he doesn't bring the best out of you. Yeah, this is definitely a big one. I think any guy that you're with, you should be able to, bring the best out of each other. I am a strong believer that if you are right with the right person, they will bring the best out of you. So that's that. Let's see, we're almost done, guys. I know this is really long, as per usual, but you guys know I make long videos. But I'm hoping this is helpful for you. If he knows he has an STD or a disease and he gives it to you without telling you, oh, girl, it's over. It is so over. He's giving you a lifelong disease or STD that you will have to be stuck with for the rest of your life. Some of them are curable. Some of them, like, I think chlamydia or gonorrhea, I think those are curable with medicine, antibiotics, but like the other ones, like herpes or something else, like, girl, that's seriously fucked up. Like, if the guy, it's okay if, like, he doesn't know, like, he can't help it if he doesn't know if he has a disease or STD, but, like, if he knows and he still has sex with you and gives it to you, like, that lying snitch, he's just, nope. If you don't have anything in common or very little in common and the relationship is mainly based off of physical attraction, then yeah, that relationship is definitely not going to last. It's just going to fall apart. No relationship can sustain itself with just physical attraction. Maybe a hookup, because that's what hookups are for, And if you got like hookups or you want to hear more about me talking about hookups, check out my hookup culture video. But yeah, seriously, guys, though, like, there is, like, no relationship that I've ever heard of that can just sustain with physical attraction and no personality attraction. It's gonna end very fast. And lastly, but not least, don't yell or curse at each other a lot, or if it's one-sided. I think if a guy is seriously like cursing at you and stuff, like, and it's a one-sided thing, like he's always cursing at you, but you're never cursing at him, like that is definitely a bad sign that you probably shouldn't be with him. And if he's really yelling at you all the time, or you guys are yelling at each other all the time, like, you should really consider this relationship in general, because you guys should be happy. You shouldn't be yelling at each other constantly. So that's just what I have to say and what I think. But thank you guys again so much for watching. I know this is a very, very lengthy video, but you know, I was trying to do it as fast as I could. It was a real big list. But thank you again to my viewer, Atrum Slipso, for giving me this idea. I hope this helped you out, girl, because I just hope it does. And I hope this helps any of the rest of you out, because I know it's hard sometimes to break up with a guy and you need that extra push. So I hope I helped you guys, give you that extra boost or push that you needed. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out / thank you to my friend Julie from college. She was also the one that helped me create this list of awesomeness, because I was like, girl, help me out. I want to make sure I got everything, all the bases down. So thank you so much, Julie. Love you. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me, and if you guys like these types of videos, please let me know in the comments down below, and subscribe. And I love you guys so much. Let's try to hit the 80 subscriber mark, guys. I'm really hoping I can. We're at 71, I think, now, so I think we can do it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so very much. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Alright, bye guys.